So, how is everyone? How are you all doing? Welcome again to the Fantasy Adventure series here in Rimworld. And to be honest, I think yesterday's episode can only be described as the greatest episode ever. There was tension, there was love, there was loss. There was overcoming seemingly insurmountable odds. But my god, we've done it. We may have defeated the fiend, we did lose a key part of this playthrough. The very inn everything started at. Well, I'll be the first to admit that fiend was bloody powerful. I have fought them before in previous series, but it was a very different situation. I also presume that when the quest description said that its psychic power would hypnotize people, I didn't realize it would be from such a great distance. I presume that even if Grigna fell, our long-range characters would have been able to deal with it. I'm very happy to have the fiends be a thing in this campaign. The fact that they exist at all is amazing, because I feel like there are very few things that could pose any threat to our people whatsoever. So the fact that there is still challenge out there, I'm more than pleased with. Sick kid, you didn't have to do that. Lupus. Wow, kind of surprised that worked so well, huh? So I'm very happy that that quest was even a thing, because it has very much humbled our people, and it has certainly humbled the inn. We survived, and not a single person died. We got a lot of scars. We got a lot of damage. There's a lot of stuff we've got to try and patch up. We got a lot of eyes to regrow with our abundance of healing potions and that type of thing, but it's a long-term goal we can work towards, of course. I think the plan for now, while we wait on our heroes to caravan back with whatever is left of themselves, I suppose, is we send a caravan over to the inn with the elephants, and we take, sadly, the whole thing apart. We got the caravan on the way with the elephants so we can take things apart. Let's teleport Bones through the somehow still standing inn portal. Anyone else who's good at building, I'm going to send over there too so that we can rapidly pull this apart. Oh, Kazus is down. Sister Lobaget, you can go out there and help out. And I think it's time we admit that as a guild, we've moved past simple inn labors. We're no longer going to be here to I don't think we're going to be here just to try and make a handful of silver after entertaining guests. We are a proper established guild now. Maybe eventually we'll become a proper established kingdom. I think we want to take whatever's left over, whatever we can scrounge up, teleport it over, or whatever we can in our inventories to the castle. I think we want to take apart the buildings, clean up our mess. And I think we give up on the dream. I think we consolidate everything into the castle itself. Let's mass remove absolutely everything and just say goodbye. I think we've had enough here. If we put everything in a stockpile, set this, of course, to low priority, we can, in theory, just teleport it all back instantaneously. You know, we won't have to do any real micromanagements. If we just so critical allow all, in theory, that stuff will start coming through. There we are. I don't want to set necessarily to critical, maybe just to normal, and then our people can move it from there to relevant shelving. There it goes. All to be portaled through the castle. I think the big obvious concern with taking everything and consolidate into a single map is we haven't really got room. We're going to have to probably replace this this tomb with a dedicated forge and just really scrounge up whatever space we can get. I think the training grounds are going to have to go in favor of maybe, again, like a crafting building or something like that. And don't panic. Obviously, I'm rescuing the fish. They're going to be perfectly safe in our castle. Now, a very flammable wooden castle. In hindsight, I might have another task for us to try and do today. See if you can guess what it is. See if you can figure out why I might want to potentially not have another enormous wooden building. As far as I'm concerned, after all that hassle yesterday, the most urgent task for me is making sure that we are making the Wyvern and the Fiend into trophies. They won't rot when they've started to be turned into trophies, right? So that's high priority, because I'm sure as hell never going to fight one of those bloody things again. As long as Gunty starts work on it, in theory, like, see, that's all we have to do, right? So we don't have to worry about that one. Let's swap them back over and then get you working on the Wyvern as well in case that, no, don't better have steel. I need that for armor. Oh, my God. Then Gunty can finish it whenever we haven't got anything else to do. Those are now completely locked in. We have to keep the sign, don't we? Even though, oh, we can't. They won't even let me uninstall the sign. Oh, I mean, we've got the sky shards that we can move back over. That's nice. We'll take this with us. And then the, oh, we do have that frost pylon, which I can't uninstall. Oh, have we got anything to show for the inn? Can we take anything with us? What about this, tent stall? We can. Let's uninstall that. That way we've got at least something that survived since the, original inn. Wow, we have a ridiculous amount of stuff. Oh, my God. This is getting out of hand. We might have to send some trade caravans out there to give some stuff away. I suppose that's it. Is there anything we want to take from over here? We could take some of these board games, I guess, but other than that, I think we'll just abandon it. Well, goodbye, inn. Thank you for all of your help. Thank you for being a home to us for the start. We're not just simple innkeepers looking to earn a coin anymore, are we? We're a full-on guild, and we've outgrown you. And, you know, maybe we're leaving for other reasons too. It's a hard button to press. Abandon the inn. Goodbye, my friend. All I have to do is a little bit of stockpile expanding. Oh, God. We'll leave the, we could put the portal somewhere else. I'm going to destroy it for now. I think I need the room in the stockpile to really make this work. Now that the mess is more or less tidied up, though we do need to put in a lot more effort to getting rid of some of this stuff, and obviously we're installing a lot of it, I think we're going to take apart all of these little statues we've got. They're not really contributing much. I don't think they're ginormous relics of our conquest and our victory. They're just statues that we pulled out of ruins. I could go to a dozen charity shops in town and display something probably more valuable. We're going to get rid of that, and instead we're going to use the bricks and the resources that come from that to either build armor or, more importantly, upgrade the bloody walls of this castle. I'm going to stick with doing everything out of granite, because I think otherwise I'll go insane. At the very bare minimum, we need to make sure that there are, like, sufficient fire blocks to make sure the whole thing doesn't burn down on a whim. Upgrading the whole thing's going to take some time, right? So we just need to make sure that the fire's not going to spread too far out of control. If we make this middle brick here completely out of granite, put some fireproof doors between that, and then if we surround... Oh, I wonder if we'll have enough granite left over to do it. We could surround every room with a kind of granite hearthstone, for lack of a better word. Like, redo the inside, keep this middle bit as a flammable material, sure. But if we have a buffer on both sides, hopefully the fire won't jump. It can jump 2 blocks, so maybe we do the front of the bedrooms too, like this. That would do it. It's not fireproof entirely, but it's a good start. If we do something like that, if a fire breaks out here, it will just wipe out this row of bedrooms and shouldn't be able to transfer to the rest of the castle. Even if it does, it might be able to get out of this door, right, because it's a wooden door. At which point we could just fight the fire there and kind of hold it back. Same story on this side. We've contained the kitchen and contained the vault, which I think is fairly important. There's still a lot of wood in there, right, but a fire would actually have to start in the vault to do the damage. We're going to move some of the training facilities back to this part of the map. I mean, they're recreation, right? It would be a bit more convenient over here. Oh, hey, that was pretty fast. That is a trophy that I'm happy to put on display. Where'd you put that, friend? Oh, in the vault. Yeah, no, that does make perfect sense. Man, I'd love to line the meeting room with trophies of the enormous creatures that we've killed. I think that's a good flex. Get rid of these bookshelves and get rid of this random statue that we looted from somewhere. We could reinstall that like outside, or just use it as a decorative statue, I suppose. You know what? I'm gonna put it right outside our very brand new forge. I'm right now building out of packed dirt, which isn't the best thing to use, but at least it's not flammable. I'm aware that the walls are log, okay? One thing at a time. It is probably worth me mentioning as well, in the next mod pack update, the final version, there will be a few changes that merge together a lot of the buildings. Say, for example, in this mod pack, we had like 3 different forges, 2 different grindstones, 4 different anvils. So all of those have been merged to the same thing, so they all give the same kind of linkable effects. They've all got the same, all of their recipes have been pooled is probably the best way to sum it up. That way, instead of having, you know, 6 different grindstones for 5 different mods throughout your workshop, you just have 1, which makes way more sense. What are you doing in there, Lox? All new lovers! Is that it? Is everybody now coupled up, Sebastian and Lupus? Wow. That's gonna make reading these signs a real pain in the arse, isn't it? I'm gonna wait for them to finish upgrading the walls first before I start moving things around anymore. We need to go out there and get ourselves some more granite bricks. That might be the quest we put above all others, though I do need to try and hunt down those dragons fast, because they might disappear. We've got 2 over there, and then we do have that Odin. I'd love to fight it, but I'm pretty sure it has an enormous thunderbolt mechanic. I think the only person who'd be able to safely take it on is maybe Lupus. I can't imagine electricity will do much to it. Well, unless it EMPs it. I've shuffled a few more things around because we do need to carry on with that research, so I thought we'd divide this up a little bit, because it was a big building just to have a single forge in now. I've got them doing some urgent stone cutting, because we did bring back granite chunks, of which we had way more than I realized. And I think, oh yeah, we've almost certainly got enough just to finish off these last few walls. Ideally, we'd rip up all the very flammable wooden floors. That's going to take a while. As far as I'm concerned, to make this place a bit more fireproof until we can go out there and kill those dragons and then focus on it afterwards, this is good enough for me. I don't think I've ever tidied up a stockpile in any other series as well as I have with this one. Everything is nicely arranged. Everything is nicely organized. We can see exactly what we've got now, and I've somehow managed to condense 2 bases worth of stuff down into effectively 1 base. Vault looks good. Everything that's in there is supposed to be. All the treatise and tech prints and blueprints and everything else have been moved up into what is effectively like a little research room. I don't know if I want to do anything else with it. I've got to put down a bunch of stone brick floors, but they're slowly working on that one, and everything looks good. And the best part, that fiend, I got you. You're mine now. But we'll slowly keep upgrading the base and get rid of the rest of the wood. I might just be able to flood fill most of it at this point. I don't think they can reach certain aspects. Like they won't be able to reach... Oh, no, they will be able to. I think there's certain blocks on the outside of the castle that they might not be able to access. So we'll have to dig some up like there. Exactly right there. We'd have to dig a block away so they can get to that. But in theory, the castle should be pretty fire resistant. Except for all the wooden furniture, wooden floors, wooden doors, wooden ceilings, but that's fine. Now, I'm pretty happy with that. We've got some crafting bills queued up. We've got bones all in the same place, so we haven't got to worry about going back and forth between the inn, carrying the child. Can't go through the portal, because babies hate portals, quite famously. The research ticking along very slowly, set to, of course, research automatically. We're actually getting a better table next. Oh, that's good. So now I think we get back out there and we get dragon hunting. I also arranged all of the travel stuff over so it was next to the kind of caravanning points. All of the tents and stuff are over by the thrombos. Makes it even more convenient, right? Roach, horse, and Thrumbrain. Not gonna lie, from a meta perspective, the inn burning down was probably one of the best things that could have happened. It's gone from like 90 ticks per second, that's the speed at which the game runs, all the way up to a whopping 282. I haven't seen that in months. Oh, and I built a hot spring too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was obvious. We had the thermobath, right? Hello. Big old dragon again, I presume. It's another wyvern. In theory, we will get some other ones. We've just gotten very, very unlucky and got nothing but wyverns for a while. If we kill it and turn it into a statue, we'll be able to sell that for a lot of money. You presume so. Oh, now you know who does deserve a massive upgrade when we finally get them home? Phil the Brain Eater. Because Phil the Brain Eater, firstly, isn't eating many brains, and he certainly isn't blowing many brains to pieces because he still can't do it. We can upgrade his arcane load to 527, and that's still not enough, look. Oh, well, I suppose it might be if you minus off the 178, and maybe it just takes 500. Can't tell unless I toggle the settings. Well done, team. Another wyvern easily dismantled. Pathetic. Absolutely awful. Maybe we should start an art business. Like, forget about the whole inn and hospitality aspect and just move into fine taxidermy. One endangered species at a time. Oh my god, is that another wyvern? What is going on with this? It definitely works. It's just, we are getting very unlucky. Oh, there is a ruin all the way at the top of the map. I don't think we'll be heading up there. It would be a quicker way, especially now we've got portals to get some chunks. Another wyvern, skillfully handled, I presume. Man, she can fire that bow fast. Holy crap. To say that that's like a great bow as well. There was like nothing to it. Oh my god, that was everything. Relations with the Viking trade is up to 46, which is amazing. Relic found. Lightning Invoker. The relic is housed in an ancient structure. It's protected by a security system with multiple independent units. Clearly it means guards or something to that effect, of course. Let's get it. It's right there. I was going to send another squad out there to go grab it, but you know what? This is fine. Oh, healing potions. I think we've got a bunch stacked up, but we'll, wait. How to do the wyvern body? Oh, we haven't killed it yet. Yeah, I was going to say we obviously need to be curing the missing eyes. Though it was very inspired, the eye destruction power to stop the infection. It does mean that they don't have any eyes anymore, which comes with its own problems. And after many dragon-slaying encounters, 5 of them in fact, we have arrived. And I presume, right through this door, will be none other than nothing. That's very unfortunate. Quest complete. This must be the work of Grogner Grognerson. Damn you, Grogner. I knew he would get to us before it. Us. It's not the RPG flavor mod that does it. I think it's Medieval. I think it's patched the quest out. By which I mean Grogner Grognerson. Quest complete. You're right. We're right. That was, I mean, we technically did complete the quest. It's just not quite the solution that we were hoping for. Ooh, I can see his smug face now. His smug vampire face with Grogner's fancy sword. Baby Thrombo. Oh, I don't think I've ever bred a Thrombo before. Oh, that's really cool. Well, there's only one way to cheer myself up after not getting my delicious, sweet relic-based dopamine. Let's open some loot boxes. Oh my god. Okay, wow. I wasn't really expecting much from that. We got a treasure chest and a blessed weave. Okay, that's fine. Now we could craft that into some mage gear, I'm sure. And then some legendary medicine. Lupus, did you see that? You just dove on that armor. My god, no one else even got a chance. Hold on, there's one more box. I almost missed it. There it is. Oh, more Arcanium, though. It would be fantastic to do. We've got so much Arcanium lying around. We got 19 of it. Well, 21 now. If we get that research. If we can finally get to the point where we can craft it ourselves, maybe we already can. Let's throw down a tailoring bench, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get the research quite yet. Between that and the arcane weaponry research that we've seen but haven't finished, we would just be able to craft some people. We'd be able to make some actual proper dedicated mages. Not like the quote-unquote mages we have now, where our electromancer also is relying on an enormous hammer. And our heroes arrive empty-handed. Well, not entirely empty-handed, of course. We are bringing back two very sizable trophies. And in fact, you know what we should do just for things like this in the future? This is what we've all got to try and collect too, by the way. We've got an Anima Troll, Baron Troll, Basilisk, Bearer Fleet, Boom Troll, Bust? Oh, it's just a bust. Anyway, you get the idea. There's a lot of actual kind of trophies to get. We should just queue all of them up and say do forever, and then we can sell the excess. As kind of, we could sell it to eccentric rich people to mount above their fireplace. Kill the Brain Eater. It's time. You're either going to eat some brains or you're going to blow up some brains. But my god, it's got to happen. Who is useful right now? You can go away. I want some skilled people actually still working because we don't need the 10 additional participants, right? Here, you can leave. You can leave. Oh, and that's right. I did save something from the inn. I reinstalled the anima tree from the inn and replanted it over here in this, in what is currently an enormous Anima Grove. One more point for Phil, but we are not done. I want every piece of anima grass to go to him. More grass for Phil. You will destroy some brains, Phil the Brain Eater. Grigna has collapsed. Grigna, you need to be stronger of spirit. This is for your good friend Phil to get some strength. I feel like it's a good sign that our people are collapsing from making Phil far too powerful. That seems good. Yes. Upgrade your stats. Upgrade them 724 more. Oh no. Oh, I say when we're done. Come back here. That is all I have for him for now. We've got 13 grass on that tree, 14 grass on that tree. It won't take long to get back up there, right? Phil is going all the way to 868 arcane load. If he can't blow up brains now, I don't think there's any hope for him. Oh my god, he can. He absolutely can. Whoa, it's quite significant though. Even that is still 3/4 of his bar. We can just blow up anybody's brain. And that is an insta-kill, right? Oh my god. Next dragon hunting mission, we're sending only Phil. Put that wyvern down. You're probably wondering, what am I doing with the elf guy that we captured yesterday after I rolled the dice and they decided to turn up and attack? Well, I am currently on Convert Them Recruit. I want to... We don't really need that. We could just go recruit. I want to bring them in as vassals. If everyone else can have a kingdom, why the hell can't we? We take any prisoners we've got and we send them out there to set up outposts on our behalf, and then they can send us resources that in turn we can use to craft our own gear. Oh, what the hell is going on? We've got a bunch of Lucifer bugs, and then we've also got a hunting dragon. Yeah, well, those are the bugs, yeah. That's a dead wyvern. Where's this dragon? Ooh! Oh! A silver dragon. Man, the best part is, if we keep getting dragons like this, we might be able to forget about the Thrumbo. I mean, Thrumbos, that's a baby pack animal. What if we just have everyone riding around on dragons instead? There you go. Gresh. Oh, I'm even sadder about Toothless dying, because we would have had a full squad. We got 4 sets Gresh, we just need one more. Maybe... Maybe if we roll the dice, could be anything. Could be a dragon. And the best part is if I get Grigna Jr. to do it, no one's going to shout at him because he's a child. You don't like me being shouted at in the comment section. Jen. A housewife named Jen. This is a charity incident, so we basically do have to take it. The only person who's not our ideology now is, Jeb the enormous green pig man. Sure, Jen, join me. Oh! She's a rogue, and she is a Stoneborn. She's one of the Dwarven people. Oh my god, you're like a maxed out rogue? Assassinate, Night Step, Intensify Shadow. I'm not going to go over all of them because it will take us ages to learn what they all do. Holy crap. You're also very, very good at crafting. Oh no, just as I got my TPS back, you're destroying it with all these cool characters that I just can't say no to. And honestly, another good crafter is amazing. You do need to be converted over, so you have to go on quest with us, though. We'll just have Phil bonk you with his stick quickly. Hold on. Do I want to keep you? Do I want to keep you, or do we send you off with the wood elf to go start a colony somewhere, because you're both very good at crafting? I think... Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to send them off out into the world. Now, Phil's social potential at this point should be massive, so I imagine you'll be able to recruit people pretty fast. 0.7... Oh, it's a 0.3. We were almost done. Okay, cool. So let's go bonk... I suppose we don't really need to bonk Jennifer. No! Don't eat that. That's going to be Price's artwork, you little idiot. It's not as my bad for not queuing up when I said I was going to. There we go. You stupid bear. Just don't eat the whole thing. You can nibble some bits off, and I'm sure we can patch over that. Now, let's get Sebastian to quickly swallow down all of these tech prints, because in only a couple of these, if we use all these books, look at this. Intellectual 20. Amazing. Oh, there you go. Wow, that was a lot quicker than I thought. Thank you, Phil. It's even worth... Thank you for that. It's even worth converting them over, I wonder. Probably not if we're just going to send them out there to go run something on our behalf. Instead of your execution, you can... You know what? No, actually, let's convert them. Let's get their loyalty here. I think that makes a lot of sense. Why they're willing to help us out and send us the resources in the first place. If they think we're doing some good for the world, here you go. There it is, Death Knight helmet. Oh, sorry, Cold One helmet. There you go. So this is going to... I've got to give the Cold One Knight helmet to the cold character, huh? Oh, I love the... Oh. I was going to say I love your gold cape until I realized you've made it out of... Poor sweet lassie. Whoa, can they not wear it? Because they're at... Because it's an elven... Oh, it's elven equipment. Oh, shit. Well, I thought that would look really cool, but in hindsight, I'm not sure it's actually going to work. Let's throw it on the floor here. Who's an elf? Gunty, you're an elf. See if you can put this one on for me. Would you look at that? We really do live in a society. There we go. Just have to do a little magic, you see. Now, I'm hoping, in theory, if we just give that to you... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's back on. That looks a lot better for our questing society. Friendship ended with Arcanium helmets. As good as they were giving us the benefits for a little while, I think especially... I mean, look at Phil. I think he's outgrown it. Though I do like Phil's gear. I think it's time we give them something a bit more iconic. Something that is their own thing, rather than everybody just wearing the same Arcanium stuff. And look, Jen the Rogue Dwarf is cool. I'm still in two minds about whether or not I want to send them out into the world, but you've also got to consider we don't have enough bedrooms. Not to mention Bones Jr. is going to need a bedroom too, and she's sleeping on the floor in the forge. I just feel like we've got to know when we're at our limit for people, and this is way past it. There is a... Oh my god, we're not even going to have enough... Oh no, there is a spare bedroom. There is an argument that Jeb, the enormous pigman, doesn't really have a place in the colony anymore. We've got better chefs. We've got better workers. What if I send Jeb as like a supervisor to this world point? Baron Jeb, the pigman. He always looks so cool. And I always feel terrible about getting rid of them, but we're not. We're not getting rid of them. Let's not consider it like that. They have been converted. Jeb just got passively converted by Phil as they were doing their day-to-day life, so you're already ready to go. We're going to send Baron Jeb, who has ascended from being simple innkeeper to keeper of one of the first little outposts. Where do we want to send them? I think we need resources, don't we? Let's send them up to the mountains somewhere. Look, you know what this means. If we get a party wipe, if we lose a whole squad to some really dangerous fight, not that that would ever happen, of course, then we've got them in reserve. We've got Jeb the enormous pigman, we have Jen the rogue dwarf, and then we have the wood elf. This is, I think it's a fun idea, and they're going to be able to contribute in their own little way. Oh, look at this! Briefly links nearby allies to a distant colonist shadow and instantly teleports them. Oh, cool. That's really interesting. So we can maybe teleport caravans together or something like that. So if we do need to call them in an emergency, we can do it. Okay, so short-term goal, we'll throw down a mining outpost. When we get a couple more people, I want to upgrade them fully. We've got things like a town here if we have 5 people. Places an autonomously led town that's designed to provide hospitality to travelers and traders. That just sounds like an inn that runs itself. And again, we can take the people out of it whenever we want. So I want to get 2 more recruits to upgrade it from... just a standard mining outpost, you know, but we've got loads of stuff here. Field hospital, restaurant, wandering circus. Embassy. Embassy would be amazing if we eventually get up for that. We need 20 total persuasion skill. Border post, mercenary camp, prison, ranch, church. Wow. Okay, we'll stick with mine, and then hopefully that mining outpost will eventually grow into another inn. Right now, all they can get for us is slate, unfortunately, because their mining skill is too low. They have a very good combined crafting skill. Maybe that'd be more useful to if I swapped it over. Now, things are going pretty well. I think they're going better than they were before. The chaos has focused the colony a little bit, but there is something we've got to do to bring it really back up to the standards we need it to be. Let's drink some healing potions. Let's get our people back up to hopefully a decent level of health. The stab was cured. Well, rather than the missing eyeball. For God's sake. Well, We can always go get more healing potions, I suppose. Quest out there. There you go. Go on. You can cure both of them. Bones could do with a bit of help. She's down to 76% moving. Oh, God, she really needs quite a few. Grigna, totally fine. He's like actually completely okay. Why is he down to 70% consciousness? Oh, because he consumed a cocktail. Grigna, for God's sake. Rita is fine. Getting a lot of scars, a lot of bruises, but it's above 90%. Same with Phil. Anybody below 90%, I'm going to prioritize getting the first set of potions. You've got 88% manipulation. That's good enough. Oh, poor Gunsy. Oh my God, Gunsy's missing a whole leg. Oh, we had to take it off. That's right, of course, the surgery. Sorry, I ended up blocking most of what happened yesterday out of my mind for sanity's sake. Here you go. And that should solve that, I'm hoping. There we are. Gunsy's leg was restored. Takes you back up to almost 90% across the board. You're fine. You're pretty much fine. You're okay, too. What's that bottom one? Oh, 57% fertility. Not really too bothered about that one. Everybody is good. So we'll start with Bones and let her haul a few potions. Then when she's good, we'll just slowly move across. Already up to 89, 91. Oh, wow. 94. Just keep going. Honestly, Bones is so essential right now to being able to craft all these really fancy armor sets, putting all this loot to good use. I'm going to let her have a couple more. There you go. Oh, you know what? No, let's not go too mad with it. One for Rita as well, and then you're down below 90%. Get that manipulation back up there, Scooty Pook, given that you're one of our premium chefs. 93, that'll do that one. You're still at 84% manipulation, so let's bring... Why does that keep going? You see that? Self-10 just keeps toggling, and I'm not entirely sure why. 91, that's good enough. And I think that'll probably do. I want to save this final potion for, like, an urgent situation. Like, say, for example, both of someone's eyes get blown to pieces. And there it is. Oh, my God, it was masterwork, too. That was the same thing. Hypercharged steel Cold One Knight armor. Whoa. What does that... Oh, legendary. Right, of course. It shows up as masterwork, but because of the idea legend improving the crafting quality, it's actually legendary. Wow. Flexing steel Cold One armor. TMF, whatever that means. Move speed, melee hit chance is higher, melee cooldown is lower, melee damage multiplier is higher. You know what? Sure. Here it is. Bones' current magnum opus, but I'm sure she'll do even better in the future. Camera, why are you doing this? It really could do with a tad bit more modesty there, Lupus. How was I supposed to know that it wouldn't cover, you know, like essential aspects of people? Wow, those capes look sweet, don't they? There's also a Cold One cloak, which of course I got to throw together. I'm going to give the whole squad the same, like matching cloaks and pauldrons, and then slightly different head and body armor, I think would be good. Maybe some trousers then. Maybe some, like, more defensive trousers. Oh, Bones, that doesn't sound very comfortable at all. Oh, God. I'm also not sure in hindsight with the undergarments I expected. Wanted to make some trousers, but this will work, I suppose. Nope, still not really help. There we go. That looks a lot better. Now if you die, I'm going to be very, very sad. It's one thing to lose these characters that we've had for weeks on end, but for them to die while being so aesthetically pleasing, I mean, that's just not good enough. I think at this point, I can say I'm happy with it. Redoing all the storage, taking apart the inn, fixing all the things up. It wasn't very action-packed, I'll be the first to admit. What we didn't find a relic, that was good. But we've got everything under control now. Research, crafting, resources. I think this is a great place to be. But there is one final thing that needs to be done, isn't there? We've got to open these boxes. I can't just... Grigna, stop. I can't just leave. Tasty, precious loot boxes undefended. Ooh, a hedgehog went mad. We've got a lindworm. There's the enormous snake. We could tame another. I think we really need to be honest. And we've got some gliders crashing. Ear patches. That's good. Everything she's producing is legendary. A legendary pair of pants. Hunting cloth hose. Look at that. 200% hunting stealth. My God. We're just going to have Bones sit and craft and craft and craft as the artificer should. No longer is she just going to be cleaning up an inn and brewing beer. She's going to actually manifest destiny. She's going to live her best life. Speaking of which, let's crack open another box. Oh, it's a dragon! What is that? Is that another true dragon? No way! We actually got one again. Get out here. Oh my God, my dream of 3 dragons. Grigna, Rita, and Phil. You've got yourself some new mounts, my friends. Congratulations. Hurry up, Rita. 10 out of 10. What an amazing way to end. And I know exactly what to name you as well. Toothless the Second. Welcome to the colony. Now we're going to travel in style. So from now on, our goal then, build the Kingdom of Bones, the Kingdom of Grigna, whatever we want to call it. No longer are we going to be innkeepers or adventurers, a ragtag band of vagabonds. We're going to build our own kingdom to compete with all of these others. Not necessarily compete, of course, but to coexist. We're going to flip this into a proper little town. Eventually, we can have embassies and those borders and everything. I think it's time that we move beyond it. We've got the wealth. We've proven our power. So now when we go out on quests and missions, no more eating brains. Sorry, Phil. No more sucking up the remains. Sorry, Gunty. Instead, we've got to bring them back. We've got to recruit them. We've got to convert them. We've got to put them right. Put them back on the right path. And that just happens to be indentured servitude to us for the rest of their lives. Balance, I think, has been well and truly restored. A lesser group, a lesser guild, they would have given up after that mess yesterday of my own making, but no, we've persevered and we've come out better than ever, damn it. Thank you to Jim Stevenson, Helixian, Master of Worlds 22, Bwen Gun, Crunchy Medic, Thomas the Dank Engine, Cake Hardware, VV Heiter, Crow Skull, Black Frame, Vexters, Ryan Koenig, Mr. Moosh, Vengeance, Sin of Pie, Time Waster, Water Moon, Fairy Whiz, Zach Bishop, Drutar, Simothy Jimothy, Gareth Parker, Unwise Plains, Christian Shaldecker, Silent Sentinel, Comrades Andy Candy, and Jacob Forward for their support over at the executive produced tiers over on Patreon. Stay tuned, because in 2 hours will be the next episode of Elder Kings. I'm not doing Dwarf Fortress on the second channel anymore. It's a little complicated. I've got a lot of thoughts on that, trying to do it alongside of Rimworld that I'll talk about somewhere, I'm sure. Thank you as well to Reich Hansman, Zava, Scoobs, Edgemere, Sierra Matthews, Samuel, Toby Cruz, Shane Connolly, Nikita Skoruk, Pim, Dinera, Padre146, Vegan Slayer, Kipos, 5-Time Constance, Epic Calamar, Diego Ray Karinga, Joker King, Ben Carlin, Cryometals, Muffy, Andre Philippe, the Tax Collector, oh no, Paltala Mort, Avolka, Kevin, Scorpio, It Is Queen 56, Killian Huntley, Xenos the Painter, Drew Peanut, Shane Pyle, and Kerjack. See you all tomorrow. Not sure exactly what our end goal is now that the artifacts are broken.